Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. Now they are doing a crime survey, and the way they have it worded here, you guys really have a way with things. But first victims of crime survey in 15 years. The last time one was done was in 2009, and they're hoping to have this particular survey out by the end of 2025. And they're saying, they're warning you, the experts are warning you that the findings could reveal a crime rate far higher than your police are telling you, okay, because of gun violence and murders. But I think they have it wrong. I think that the real crime comes from inside the home, okay? It comes from within domestic situations. It comes even in the face of people not knowing when they've been RAPED. RAPED. A lot of women, let's talk about females. A lot of females don't even know when that particular crime was committed against them, because it could be in a relationship setting and they're saying no and the person is saying yes, and they just acquiesce to it, but they really wanted it to be no. A lot of the crime that could be counted, will not be counted, because a lot of Barbadians don't know when a crime was committed against them. A lot of women in Barbados do not know. You do not know when you've been raped. You don't, okay? You just don't, okay? So even reading this with the warning, it's still going to be tame. It's still going to not tell you the truth. You're not ever, ever, ever going to hear the truth coming out from the so-called experts in Barbados. You're not. And they're talking about apprehension, about reporting crime and personal reasons. See that personal reasons there? That's a big thing. Fear of reprisal. See that? All of those things are major factors in why you will never get a true picture of the crime that's committed in Barbados. People are very secretive. You have a very secretive society. Okay, it's very, very secretive. And a lot of things. Are they going to talk about the hog and goat that goes on, that particular section of Barbados in St. Philip, St. John area, where where one man comes in and he sires every female in the house? To what depth are they going to go with this particular survey? When I was raped and robbed in Barbados, and I spoke about it, the guy, Mark B.A. Thompson, was the president at that time of the Rotary Club West. He was the president. When I spoke about it, no one wanted to hear. You guys don't want to hear. Okay, you guys just do not want to hear about crime when it's being committed. Now, a lot of guys, they cover themselves in a marriage. They will go into a marriage, or they will try to get into a situation with someone where they can pretend that they're like decent people. And like I said, I was raped by Mark Thompson. He went on and got married. And what happened to his wife was even worse than what he did to me, okay? Because I put a book out there warning. I put a warning because it was so bad. It was so devious. It was so demented. What happened, the targeting, how I was targeted and how it happened. And I put out a warning, and she still married him. And what happened to me happened to her. She too was raped. She too was robbed, but it got worse. I keep telling you, things don't get better. She was stabbed through the heart. She was incapacitated and in a wheelchair and in recovery for months. She's probably going to be in recovery for the rest of her life. She's lost part of her memory. She went blind. She had it even worse than I did. And I put out a warning. Okay? And yet, no one listens. So let's see when the experts come with this particular survey, I'm going to really look forward to reading this, because whatever survey they do, they should let you know when you've been RAPED. They should let you know that you don't know. They should let you know, females, that you don't even know when you've been raped. You don't even know when you've been raped. You do not know. So just because it may not be like etched in the law, it's something that may not be part of the law, it doesn't mean that you weren't. It doesn't mean that you weren't. If a guy rubs against you, sometimes you may go to a fete or whatever, and someone comes up behind you or rubs against you. That's an offense. That's a sexual offense. That's an offense. If someone touches you and you do not want to be touched or did not want to be touched, that's offense. It's offensive if someone touches you or does something to you when you are saying no, when you are not agreeable to whatever is happening. You've been raped. You've been raped. If it's a relationship where someone pretended to like you, they just pretended just to get money from you, just to get something, a favor from you, you've been raped. You will say, oh, well, I went in because I thought he liked me, but then I realized but you're not adding the R part of that whole scenario to it. You're just saying that you were fooled. That's how you would say, oh, I got fooled or I was betrayed. No. Well, with all of what else you're saying, you need to add the R word to it. And these people who call themselves experts need to deal with the fact that a lot of Barbadians don't know when a crime has been committed. It has to be a category for that. It has to be a category for that a lot of Barbadians do not even know a crime is being committed against them. It's plain as day. It's just happening right there and there. Like people who know, they know it. But the Barbadian that it's happening to, they do not even know that a crime was committed against them. They do not even know what category to put it in. They don't know. How can you talk about something that has never come to your mind? How can you talk about something that you don't know about? Okay? So a lot of what they're talking about, that is underreported. What about not underreported, but can't be reported because people don't even know it has happened to them? They think that they were part of it, so they fault themselves, and they may think that it's a situation, oh, it happens to other people. No, that's not the way to look at it. So within this survey, which you should all read, let's hope that they have a category in there that clearly states, so you know that a lot of crime, it's not reported because a lot of people don't know when a crime was committed against them. Isn't that strange? A lot of people in Barbados, I'm talking mostly about females, do not know when a crime was committed against their body. They do not know. Okay, but then again, that's it for this. So there's this survey coming out, and they're talking about brace yourselves because it's going to show that there's some serious crime in Barbados. But because of secrecy, keep your mouth shut, mind your business, don't do this, and don't do all that pullback. People will never know the real trauma that you guys are under. They will never know the real crimes that are being committed. They will never know who you are because you don't talk. Even when you talk, you're not talking. Even when you're telling, you're not telling. Okay, you are a very secretive set of people. You are a very secretive set of people. And with that, you are writing yourselves out of history. No one's going to know about you in 100 years, 200 years. No one's going to know about you. You're going to go away. Someone else is going to be there and you're going to go away. They're just going to gloss over you, just like how they have with a whole set of history. There are a lot of people in history that you have never heard of because they just go away. Okay, that's it for this. This is Sherry Veronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.